Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of FIFA Career Mode. And today, the first game we're gonna play here it's against Port Vale, and I'm not quite sure which division they're at, but I'm pretty sure they are probably Division 1 or 2. So this is a pretty easy game for us, I assume. So I am going to put a lot of youngsters going to be in this game or our backup to play in this game. And this is Port's Vale lineup 4-5-1. And Ben Chef, he is still one of the prospect for Arsenal, and he's still a lonely. But anyway, here's our lineup. As you guys can see, Max Evans gonna make his second ever appearance for Southampton here, and otherwise the lineup is brought to you by me, and it's right there. And here's Ryan Bertrand to Daniel James to Aparici Ez to Lamina. Some good passing here, and here's a great block through ball to Ismaile Sarr on the right hand side, and he crosses the middle. Danny James first time, and he makes it 1-0 right under 5 minutes. So it's a pretty good start here. Declan Rice here, I believe, making his first start for Southampton. And there's a Lamina switches across to Bertrand here, still going by himself, crosses the mid to Aparici Ez, but he should have has that one in goal, or at least hit the target, even though he is not the guy to hit the ball. But still, come on, it's basic. And here's Sarr, lays it off to Ez. It's in the middle, took a shot, but good save by the goalkeeper to deny the second goal. And here's Anderson to Declan Rice to Aparici Ez to Lamina. Back to Aparici Ez, some good football here. He's through ball to Aparici Ez, and right there, you guys can see why I clearly bought Alexander Golovin. Is because Aparici Ez, in some quite easy moment like there, should have scored if he has that kind of killer instinct quality, but he doesn't have one, so that's why we bought Golovin. And right there, Lamina take a long shot, but good save by the goalkeeper to push this away. And here is Morgan Gibbs, what came off the bench. And here is Danny James. He crossed in the middle to Sarr, and he finished that with a beautiful left-footed shot. And we are 2-0. Definitely, we are going to win this game nonetheless. And yes, I'm so proud of the boys so far. And here is Morgan Gibbs White again, starting with our counter-attack. Here's Sarr by himself. I don't know why the defender slides so early. And here's Jordan Cooper, our youngster, another. Oh, 3 guys gone down on the floor. But anyway, in the end, Jordan Cooper, some non-selfish acts by him, allowing Danny Ings to sweat that one, and 3-0. And here's Ismaile Sarr. Took a fixed shot. Here's Sarr once again. Tried to do a finesse shot, but turns out it was a poor attempt. And he's Ryan Bertrand through ball to Daniel James, beautifully passed, and he tried to finesse that. It was a great effort, even though might not be too close. But anyway, that's the end, and we are advancing to round 4 in the Carabao Cup. And in the end, it's a 3-0 win for us. And here we receive a loan offer from West Ham for Taylor Morris. But the thing is, I have no intention of letting Morris to go on loan or even sell him, because right now he is 16 years old or 17 years old, and he is a starter, everyday starter for him. Not everyday starter, but he's the main regular a starter on the left back, replacing Bertrand right now. Bertrand is leaving for sure. I already made up my mind that I'm not going to extend his contract, which means Taylor Morris is going to get the majority of the game time this year, to get him ready for the next year. If you guys can say that. And here's the second game, and here we are going to play against Aston Villa at home. And as you guys can see in the Premier League table right here, we're currently sitting at 9th with only 5 points. But hey, we play against Liverpool, and also Tottenham. We were able to draw them, so I don't think it's the bad result, not the worst result. But winning against Brighton for 7 goals It's definitely a big confident booster, morale booster for the team. And as you guys can see, we beat Port Vale 3-0 for with ease. And right now we're playing against Aston Villa, who's currently sitting at the end of the Premier League table. And of course, it might show signs that yeah, we can do the winning favor again. And yep, here is the lineup for Aston Villa, 4-3-3 formation. And here's the first chance here in the 7th minute. Paredes back into the lineup. Still going by himself. Through ball to Nathan Redmond. Take a cut fake shot. Try to finish that. It was quite close, but he misses that nonetheless. And right here in the second half, we didn't really have a lot of chances in the first half. And here's our first chance in the second half. And here's Paredes. James Ward-Prowse switches play to Doherty on the right hand side, back to James Ward-Prowse. Some patient football here we're demonstrating. And here is Golovin. Good turn. And can he score the goal right here? No, he can, but good save by the goalkeeper, Tom Heaton. And it was, yes, quite a shame here. And right here, it's a corner for us. Paulson tried to has that one, but then it went out wide in the end. Here's Golovin to James Ward-Prowse, to Yusuf Paulson, a through ball to Hassan on the right hand side. A lot of space in the middle. First time crosses in the middle to Golovin, and he finally breaks the deadlock. 1-0 for Southampton in the 65 minutes. And of course, it is a pretty tough game for us. We didn't really create a lot of chance here. Here's Taylor Morris on the left hand side. Great through ball here. Here's Nathan Redmond crosses the middle to Paulson, and he's right there in the middle. Great header. He hits the floor and then bounces up to the top right corner. And Yusuf Paulson scores. Once again, look at this replay, and it's a brilliant executed, great technique for a header. Heading the ball on the floor. It's really hard for Tom Heaton to predict where the ball is going to bounce. And anyway, that's a 2-0 lead for us. Of course, everybody is happy. Of course, the manager, myself, is happy. Here's an 80th minute. Here's Wesley to Dos Santos. To number 17, back to Dos Santos. Here's Wesley. Still going by himself. And right here, Lavon makes a very impressive save. And I believe that's how the game ends. 2-0. A pretty hard-fought game in the end. Only scoring 2. Could have scored more. But right here, as I said, from the last episode, we have to sign another center back, because right now we're on at 4, just in case one of the defenders is hurt. Then I don't really have another option. Even though Declan Rice can also play as a center back, but that's not going to be on my list. And right here, we are signing this player, Marcio Anderson Cole Dilemma. I'm just going to call him Dilemma. It's such a long name, even though it's a FIFA generated player, it's a fake player. But come on, it's just so hard to pronounce. And of course, this is the last day of the transfer window, and we have to sign him for sure. And even though we didn't really have a lot of research, it's definitely a risk, but I'm decided to take this risk because I believe he's a great prospect, even though we don't know his overall for now. But yeah, after negotiations, a very easy, straightforward negotiation. He's costing us like 2.5 million, around that mark. And yeah, and he became our last signing. And yeah, he's shown great potential, definitely hitting 83, 84, which is perfect for me. But again, not number 13 for me, and I have to do a little bit of dressing change in the end. New socks, new boots, and of course untucked shirt. And he will be wearing number 27 for me, because I believe if he is a more valuable player or more important player, he is definitely going to make in the the top 20 numbers. But I mean, I cannot really say that. It's just the feeling of it. Younger player gets a bigger number, and right there Danny James was offered, but of course I have no intention to let him go, because Danny James had been doing quite well for us, even though his left foot still need a little bit of work. But anyway, this is how the transfer window ends. And of course, this transfer window is definitely one of the most exciting transfer window that I ever have in my whole life, because we bought 4 to 5 players, and there are 4 to 5 or even more players are exiting. And turns out we got a pretty good cash return. We have enough to sign quality players, including Golovin, Ugani, Declan Rice, Levant, and also Dilemma in the end. And of course, I'm looking forward for the next 2 seasons for us. But next 2-3 seasons, and right here we're sitting at 6 right now, and it's actually pretty. We're actually improving. And here is the September calendar. So we will be playing against West Ham, AS Monaco, and I forgot to show you who we were drawn into the Champions League table. But yeah, Bayern right there again. We beat them in the Europa League final through penalty, but this time against Bayern Munich in the group stage is definitely going to be cautious for us. Cannot underestimate them. But anyway, so far this month is going to be quite tough. We got AS Monaco, Manchester City, Arsenal, and also Bayern Munich. And right here in September 11 to 2021, we will be playing against, and of course this is the last game of this episode. Yep, and we are here facing against West Ham United away from home, and this is the lineup for them: 4-1-4-1, Fabianski and goal, Melo, Reed, blah blah blah, somebody else, and there's Jack Russia, Nagy, Melendo, and also Ahiti, who's going to be leading off the lineup. There's a lot of baseball term that coming out from my mouth, but this is how I'm going to speak though. But anyway, so you can see Declan Rice is going to come back and face his former team, maybe giving him a little bit of confidence. He's been sitting out in the Premier League for quite some time, and he is going to replace Paredes in the midfield. But otherwise, everything has been the same. It's just one change, which is Rice for Paredes. So Paredes is going to make the bench nonetheless. And there is West Ham United doing counter attack. Here's to Melendo, Ismaili bursting through and play on by the referee. Here's Nagy to Ismaili once again. Here's Ismaili, crosses in the middle to number 17, but good save by Lafont to deny the first goal for West Ham. And here is Nathan Redmond to Golovin. So 1-2, try to attempt a 1-2 plays. Paulson, he threw a ball to Declan Rice. He's not the fastest player, but definitely can beat the ball. He's threw a ball to Hudson-Odoi, cross in the middle to Paulson, but Fabianski didn't even bother to make a move, and Paulson has already scored his 6 goals of the season. And look at this once again, beautifully executed play here. Great composure, great holding the ball up, and of course great counter attack in the end. And here's James Ward-Prowse to Hudson-Odoi, through ball to Doherty, cross in the middle to Golovin. It overpassed everybody, and here's Nathan Redmond gonna take a very powerful shot, but turns out it was out. And here's Nathan Redmond to Golovin, to James Ward-Prowse, to Golovin, our playmaker, and of course one of the most important players that we ever have so far. And here's James Ward-Prowse through ball to Paulson, but great save by Fabianski. Paulson's trying to chip over him, but he can't trick the veteran goalkeeper. And here's James Ward-Prowse to Golovin. He's still going by himself, crossing the middle, Paulson, and he finished that with a great calm finish there. 7th goal for him already, and 2nd goal for him in this game. In his 65th minute, here's Ismaili, who has been quite bright for West Ham so far. Here's Nagy to Ismaili to Melendo. Take a fake cross here. Here's Nagy to Ismaili, Melendo. They're playing a little bit game right there, but right there, West Ham had the chance to get one back, but it hits it over the bar. Somebody hits it over the bar. And here's Paulson once again. Can he mix a hat trick here, beating all the defenders? But it turns out it was not the greatest finish there. Not the greatest shot. It was right in the middle. And there's Golovin. No, that's James Ward-Prowse to Hudson-Odoi back to James Ward-Prowse, but West Ham got the ball back. And here's across number 17 here to Ahidi, back to number 17. Poor marking, but turns out it was a great finish for the West Ham player. And here is can we get one back here in the end? Here's Danny Ings came on, and Aparici Esso came on, but fortunately that's the end. 2-1 victory for us, and it's a pretty good episode, winning all 3 games pretty comfortably, except the one against Aston Villa, and also this one definitely a little bit of pressure in the end. But the highlight of today's episode, it's the last signing that we have in this transfer window for Martial Anderson Coho Dilemma. I could somehow barely remember his name, but anyway, that's the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.